everyone. This is Dr. Sadhna Pandey here with you on the topic de novo synthesis of fatty acids. The first part of this series gave the overview of the process. We know that de novo synthesis of fatty acids is completed in three stages. Stage 1 is the transport of acetyl coenzyme A from the matrix of mitochondria to the cytosol. Stage 2 is the conversion of acetyl coenzyme A to malonyl coenzyme A. And in stage 3, the fatty acid synthase complex completes the cycle in which two molecules of palmitic acids are produced at the end of each cycle. In this part 2 of the series, we will focus on stage 1. At the end of this session, you shall be able to illustrate acetyl coenzyme A shuttle system, which is responsible for the transport of acetyl coenzyme A. But before we go into the detail of this process, do you remember what is the site of biosynthesis of fatty acids and what is the precursor molecule which is utilized in the biosynthesis of fatty acids? Students, you know that the major fatty acid which is synthesized in the cell is the palmitic acid, which is C16 fatty acid, and this is a saturated fatty acid. This fatty acid is synthesized in the cytosol of the cell, and the precursor molecule is acetyl coenzyme A. This acetyl coenzyme A is produced by the beta oxidation of the fatty acids and from glucose during the process of glycolysis. But both these processes, beta oxidation and glycolysis, takes place in mitochondria. The question here is how this acetyl coenzyme is transported to cytosol so that the biosynthesis of palmitic acid can begin. For this, the acetyl coenzyme shuttle system comes in picture. We know that acetyl coenzyme cannot be transported to the cytosol of the cell. Here this part gives you the picture or the events which take place in the mitochondria, and here you see what are the changes, what are the reactions which take place in cytosol. This is the inner membrane of mitochondria which has many transporters. We have not drawn the outer membrane of the mitochondria. So here you can see the various transporters which are present and which transport different molecules from the matrix of mitochondria to the cytosol. And this acetyl coenzyme A cannot be transported through any of the transporter which are present in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. So, for the transport of acetyl coenzyme A, this acetyl coenzyme A reacts with oxaloacetate in the mitochondrial matrix in the presence of citrate synthase and produces citrate. This citrate can be transported through this transporter to the cytosol. Here in the cytosol, the citrate in the presence of citrate lyase is again converted into oxaloacetate and acetyl coenzyme A. This acetyl coenzyme A now is available for the synthesis of fatty acid, that is the palmitic acid. This acetyl coenzyme A shuttle system is the system which takes one molecule of citrate to the cytosol in exchange of malate from the cytosol to the mitochondria. So for every transport of citrate molecule, there should be a transport of malate ion to the mitochondria. For this, oxaloacetate is now converted into malate in the presence of malate dehydrogenase, and this malate can be again transported to the mitochondria with the help of this particular transporter. This transporter brings the malate ion to the mitochondria matrix. This malate can also be converted into pyruvate in the presence of malic enzyme, and here NADP is reduced to NADPH plus CO2, and this NADPH plus S is consumed in fatty acid synthase. With another transporter, this pyruvate can again be transported into the matrix of the mitochondria. So this way, this important acetyl coenzyme shuttle system helps in the transport of acetyl coenzyme A, which is produced in the mitochondria, to the site of that fatty acid synthesis, that is the cytosol of the cell. In the next part of the lecture, we'll describe the carboxylation of acetyl coenzyme A to malonyl coenzyme A. Thank you and stay tuned.